Hi everyone, we're going to find x so that when we have x and x plus 2 and x plus 3 right here, we want them to be consecutive terms of a geometric sequence. And we know geometric sequences have a common ratio. And looking at that, if we just look at, let's say, 5, 10, 50, just looking at that, you know that r would be 5. But the way you really get it, especially in more complicated ones, is you take your current term you're on, divide it by your previous term, and that gives you your common ratio. Or we could take this term, 50, divide it by our previous term, which would be 10, and that gives you 5. So that would be your common ratio. So that's what we're going to do with these, but they have variables. So we've got x, x plus 2, and x plus 3. So I'm going to take my current term and divide it by my previous term. That's your common ratio. And I'm going to do this one as well. My current term, divide it by my previous term, which is x plus 2, and that gives me r. And then I'm going to set it up as a system of equations. So we have r equals r. So I have x plus 2 over x equals x plus 3 over x plus 2. Now we can cross multiply and we'll get x squared. Or let's just show our work a little bit. We'll get x plus 2, we're crossing these two, squared equals x times x plus 3. So this is x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals x squared plus 3x. Now what happens is these two cancel. If I subtract the 3x and subtract 3x here, I'm going to get 4x minus 3x is just x. And I'm going to subtract the 4. So x is negative 4. And if you want, you could plug in negative 4. And that's all we had to do, basically, is find our x. But you can plug it in and see if it works. If I plug in my negative 4 here, I get negative 4. Plug in negative 4 in this one, I'm going to get negative 2. And I plug in negative 4 here, I get negative 1. Or I get positive 1, actually, right? Negative 4, I get negative 1. All right. So basically, on this case, my common ratio would be 1/2. But that's not what we're looking for. We were looking for our x. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.